What does Trump mean when he says that he will make America great again? If you were an adult in the 1980s, then you would understand the phrase. It has to do with a feeling. The 1980s were a time of peace and happiness amongst each other. We were respected across the world, and the world loved us. We were a strong country, and everyone wanted to come to America. People were left alone and not nagged by government every time they tried to do something. There was a war on drugs, and there were commercials on TV that helped teach the message.
You'd be surprised how well it works.
Any questions?
No. They also helped with parenting, too.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Television shows used loving families like The Cosby Show, Family Ties, and Growing Pains to reinforce the value of family. And they were role models. Men made enough money to allow a woman to stay home and take care of the family, where she instilled values into her children. Families were fun, going out was fun, and people were happy. It didn't matter what side of the political fence you were on or what color you were, because everyone respected each other's space and they respected the president. Everyone was content. Drug problems and immorality were hidden because it destroyed careers when people found out they were not role models. People were held accountable and had to clean up their act. Poverty was not in the streets like it is now. Citizens were not scared of Russia, Iran, and other communist countries because we were strong. Everyone spoke one language, and there was communication. There was excitement for a great future. It was not until the 1990s that we saw the United States go downhill. Women were forced into the workplace when the men lost jobs to overseas workers as a result of when Clinton signed the NAFTA agreement. After the layoffs, they started a new job, and take-home pay was not enough to pay the bills. So women had to work to help their families survive. With both parents working, no one was watching the children, and drugs were being pushed. Roseanne and the Simpsons became the new role models, while latchkey children sat in front of the TV, unsupervised. Religion came under attack. Ethics and morals flew out the window, and people were not held accountable. Other countries lost respect for the United States. Suddenly, the religious were accused of not being tolerant, when in reality, immoral people did not like being judged, and no longer had to tolerate having to be accountable because the justice system was failing as the liberals took over. The Communist Party changed their name to the Socialist Party and launched a major campaign behind the scenes. Taxpayers used to be protected from banks making bad and shady investments, but then Clinton repealed the Steagall Act of 1932 and banks went wild. In 1998, Clinton tripled the H-1B visa program, so now even more people were jobless. In 1999, HUD Secretary Andrew Cuomo, a Democrat, promised that Fannie Mae and Freddie would buy $2 trillion of Community Reinvestment Act mortgages. The banks had even less risk and were rewarded for loaning to those who are known to cause 45% of foreclosures. Clinton praised him, but it led to the housing bubble that devastated the United States. Now people were either jobless or in deep debt. The newspapers blamed Bush because it came to fruition under his term. Republicans were blamed. In 1968, Jack Valenti, a Democrat, removed the censorship of films and transitioned to labeling them with ratings. In 1990, he loosened it even more by introducing NC-17. The Democrats deregulated the individual's behavior and attacked businesses with regulations. So now there are more foul, immoral people and less jobs. Democrats wasted no time when Obama won the next election. They stirred up conflict between different races. Everyone became angry. Innocent people were accused of being racist when they weren't. Blacks thought they were being profiled, and it didn't help when corruption within the police force reared its ugly head. Unions breed corruption. Good intentions of labeling music by Democrat Al Gore's wife opened the pathway to the production of demeaning and immoral lyrics. Lyrics in music became more obscene, and the more obscene you were, the more positive recognition you received for bad behavior. Drugs were now being portrayed in almost every movie, and portrayed as a good thing. Police shows started to show how they catch criminals, and now the criminal knew how to evade capture. Now we fear attack at home and abroad. Whites fear blacks, and blacks fear everyone else. Hispanics are angry at everyone, and many do not speak English. Everyone appears to be miserable, angry, and hopeless. A generation thinks because they do drugs and have sex that they are adults, when being an adult means being responsible. They refuse to grow up, but they pretend that they are adults. Drugs have made an entire generation that lacks ambition, wants to be babied, and throws tantrums when they don't get their way. Then they wonder why the jobs are not coming their way. But it's okay. They can always turn to the entertainment industry because Hollywood makes tons of money of our desire to tune out. Until we hold them accountable, and anyone corrupt or immoral accountable, we will never return to the feeling of happiness. Almost everyone is to blame, because many pay a ton of money to an entertainment industry who uses that money to destroy a conservative's life. So when Trump talks about making America great again, no, it does not mean that he's taking away abortions or bringing back slavery. It means restoring America to its former glory, where there is peace through strength, jobs, and money in our pockets. A place where good people can trust in a justice system again, and families, not gangs, families can thrive.